Emotional Italians, you know, not like me. I'm a head of a
Michael!
my grandson. There's two cards if you want to sign it. My job, one job I had there. She gave me all kinds of assignments and I missed them all.
Now you're in charge of all.
No, we're sharing duties. There's four of us. I bought the Unholy Alliance. As long as we share.
He then sold Passport, Buy the Drink, and Buy the Person. He sold Captain Morgan, Buy the Drink, and Buy the Person. You guys had a celebration just a couple of weeks ago, saluting the tremendous success of that brand. When Mikey got it, it was no hot property. Mike sold Crown Royal to the military. A very, very tough accomplishment, and he certainly did it well. And I think the wonderful thing about Mike is this: he never stopped selling. I was in a furniture store this summer in Cape Cod. Local restaurant guy happened to come in. We were talking about Seagram for a few minutes, and the store owner, the furniture store owner said to me, Seagram. You know some Italian guy by the name of Mike? I said, oh, shit. And I said, you must mean Stagliano. He said, yeah. He said, you know, he came in here to buy some deck furniture. The next thing I know, he shows up with a bottle of Absolute. He said, I think I made out the best. But the other great thing about Mike is this: no matter where he went, he touched everybody. His people loved him. His customers loved him. His consumers loved him. But I have to pause because I actually met a person one time, and this might seem very strange to you. I met a person one time who didn't like Mike. And I've got to tell you the story. It's very important to me. It's a personal story. The scene was my son Chris's Little League game. Chris was 12 years old. There's 11 people sitting in the stands, maybe 10. 11 counting Mike. He's sitting in the stands screaming like he's at a Red Sox-Yankees game, pulling for the Sox, by the way, who are losing. Screaming like a banshee. The guy who was the coach of the team was a would-be Major League Baseball player. He had a cup of coffee one time with, I think, Cleveland, as a matter of fact, a catcher. Tough, crusty old guy. Hated everybody, including the kids, but he wanted to coach, right? Here's Mike up there screaming in the stands like these kids at 20, like they're 23 years old playing in the World Series. And this guy turns on, he looks at me and said, who is that son of a bitch? And I looked at him and I did my St. Peter imitation. Before the cock crowed 3 times, I denied Mike thrice. I have no idea who he is. So with all of Mikey's planning and all of his intuition, he and June had a great, grand, wonderful dream. And now they're on the verge of accomplishing that dream. They wanted to move to Cape Cod. They wanted to move to a beautiful home, not at 8 o'clock in the morning, make it 9. And so all I can say to Mike and to June, thank you very much again for being our friends. And thank you very much for having us here tonight. And God bless God for giving us Mike. Thank you very much. Time out. Before we play feelings,
Paul and Richie took us out.
there's something to play feelings with.
Stagliano. Stagliano. Can we have your attention for a second, just to make sure this evening doesn't run over? Too long, or we'll be all retiring with Mike. We have a few retirement gifts that some of your friends wanted to give to you tonight. And but first, I owe you an apology. One of the secretaries that dinosaur paper, and I really apologize for that. That's purely accidental.
That's okay, Richie.
But the first person with a gift is Mr. John Humphreys from Mississippi. Brought this up to you. Yeah, John.
My wife told me don't say
Don't change now, John.
Gladys and I are very pleased to be here to be a part of this for Mike and June. But being around him for a little while here lately, every time he goes around, he invites somebody to come and eat. He did the same for us. So I thought that in order for him to be able to do that and do his cooking in style, that we would have to get him some proper attire. With that, if you'll stand up, we'll make sure it fits. We got him
Better take your jacket off.
Oh, wait a minute, this I'll go for, that's all right. Ooh, that's,
Susie again. Are on TV? Dad, wait a minute. Keep your hat on, Mike.
Hey, Fitzy, tell the guy 2 eggs easy over.
All the bacon.
that's 152 Walt Heath Way, Cape Cod. Like those who can make it, get the food.
I have some gifts for you. We know that you're an avid golfer. And you brought some things in.
Well, we think you're gonna have a lot of time on your hands, unless June finds a lot of chores for you to do, so
She has them.
start that's kind of a self-help thing.
Need all the help I can get.
Time to read.
Mike, it's a computer book.
That lets me out, pal, I'm dead. I can sell, but that's it. Oh, the left-handed handbook, yeah. Great, I thought it was the left-handed wrench.
Vicki was very concerned about, you're not going to be going to cardio fitness. And we wanted to get you, a membership for a health club. But I told Rich, he's got a pool, he's all set. So for your swimming, got you some Speedo suit.
All right?
Oh, not sure. You can do that.
Midnight skinny dips.
One thing we were really concerned about is we wanted to keep you happy. So I talked to Vicki, and Vicki said, hop, skip, and a jump. So we got you jump rope.
Thank you.
And Georgie Alto has a few things.
Oh, Gigi.
G-Man.
Vicky also told us that Mike enjoys riding a bike out by the beach, so we got him an air pump. And we got him the ultimate mouth guard so he doesn't get hurt while he's riding the bike.
Does he ride the bike, Joe?
Yeah, guy who was great with a line, And I've seen you in some situations. You did have some pretty good lines. But now that you're retired, you're up there by the ocean, and you're going to be a fisherman. We got you a line and a little something to start you off with. It's Dino the dinosaur. Don't read anything into that. So good luck. You book a big one.
Thank you, pal. Thank you.
Spare no expense.
I can see.
Hey, Mike, what I have to do is very serious, so, it's to comment on, Dick mentioned what you've done in the military in the last few years is, no, seriously, really.
I'm serious.
All right, and we managed to get a letter from the Department of the Air Force here, to Michael Stagliano, Seagram-Americas. It says, in times of both peace and war, there are certain individuals who consistently perform above and beyond the call of duty. One such person is Michael Stagliano. We take great pleasure in awarding the enclosed medals. and I have some medals here. For his service and his accomplishments while both on active duty and in his subsequent career, supplying the military. That was tough getting out. Supplying the military with one of our most vital needed provisions, and this is come from John W. Kundesinger, who is the head of the chief membership flight of the 12th Aviation Group.
That's outstanding. Medals, thank you.
And I'll tell you, the other thing we were trying to do, Mike, is that...
Langley Air Force. Oh, I know, John. Oh, yeah.
Mike, over the last few years, and in all seriousness, what you've done with the military...
That's too much.
Now, and, Mike, for those people outside of Seagram here, know that military went through some changes over the last few years. Computerized, which Mike handled well, his office was filled with computer reports. And they went to these acronyms called AFES and NAFES. And we could never really get our figures right. And Mike used to try to explain how AFES worked out of Virginia and all these places. And so we went to them and we asked them, because they really like Mike, could they come up with a commendation for Mike, And the guy thought I was kidding him. He said he thought he retired about 4 years ago. And it's not a high school, just September 1, But then they fell back on this being an election year, and they didn't want to fool around with any commendations now in a political year. So we couldn't get anything from AFES and NAFES, so we were looking for groups that we didn't know about. And we come across this other group called Feces. This is and they said that you were the best, You were the most regular guy, they said. And,
Never pulled anything. Did Greeny have anything to do with this? Not at all.
As a matter of fact, Steve didn't know. Well, none of us knew about it, honestly. But, we were having trouble with AFES and AFES. So what they have done here is they put a nice thing together for you. These are the Federation of Equestrian Commanders existing stateside. They say the supplier representative of fine spirits, the best line of salesmanship that has ever serviced the Feces organization, and Colonel Headman here, Joseph Extraman, acting president.
Wow. That's a terrific.
Mike, your friends, and I mean true friends, have gotten together and have gotten something for you in June that you can use at your new home. And it will remind you of these people that are here tonight. And we want you to enjoy it and plan it and think of us as you go through life.
This now is from the governor of Connecticut. It says to Mr. Michael R. Stagliano. Dear Mr. Stagliano, please allow me to congratulate you along with your friends and associates as we applaud you in your upcoming retirement with the Seagram-Mike Company, for which you have been a loyal and dedicated employee. Your outstanding 41 years of performance and dedication and the quality of your work certainly reflects the highest standards of professionalism. Being a valued employee, you have provided a firm foundation for the progress and accomplishments of the Seagram-Mike Company for which you have served. You can take pride in having played such a significant role in this important tradition, and you should feel fortunate to have been a part of it. Thank you, and best wishes to you in the future. Sincerely, John J. Rowland, Governor of the State of Connecticut. Working coordination
One on each side, isn't that name? John, you can't do this.
I know, John. Look at that's that camera.
John, I might even walk in a cigarette with you.
Oh boy.
Any moment.
Probably the luckiest day of my career was when Dick Hoff and I flew to Cleveland. And I was working. And when you think about Mike, you think about leadership, emotion, loyalty, people. And you think about the kinds of things make teamwork, make success, drive business, bring people together. And the people in this room exemplify all of the things that Mike has brought to us. So when I think about Mike,
I don't think we have a drum roll here, but I'd like a spoon roll. Wait a minute. I want to present to you my top 10 list of skills acquired at Seagram. Right there, it's in black and white. Okay, you ready? Ready. Do we have the spoon roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 10.
What?
The ability to tell, ready? Okay. The ability to tell the marketing guys that the new ad campaign is great when you know it's shit. Right? Number 9. The ability to drink Martell VS without gagging. Number 8. The ability to convince your wife that moving to New York is a real great idea. Number 7. The ability to live on a 2% pay increase. We all have that. Okay, number 6. The ability to sleep with your eyes open. I know Steve developed that one many years ago. Number 5. The ability to remember the names of the national brand managers. All right, these days I guess I should say the titles. Okay, number 4. The ability to believe that all those golf shirts really do go to the customers. Right. This is from Mr. Coffee. The ability to believe that human resources is really there to help.
Signing your contract.
You are always there for it. Number 2, the ability to pronounce foreign words like, I know the real ones, Angio and Chivas. I was trying to say Angio and Chivas. Angio and Chivas is the way it's supposed to be. Okay, and number 1. A spoon roll, please.
Okay.
The ability to drink all you want and to give away lots of free samples. And with that in mind, I want to present to you Michael.
A sample?
Yes. So you never forget the number 1 ability that you've achieved in all these years. And hopefully we'll be recipients of.
Can't be a golf shirt.
Did Jackie do this before or after?
Well, we don't want to.
Do it on the floor.
Oh, the Cape Cod Tavern.